Hey everyone, this is the Bearded Zeno, and this is going to be my review for the NECA Bad Blood Predator figure. And this is not part of Series 12, this is just a standalone figure. It costs an extra $5. And we're going to touch on my feelings about that later on in the video, but here's the packaging. You see it comes in a really nice foil. Yeah, actually you can't see it because it's out of focus. Really nice foil packaging there. All the jewelry on the Predator is foil, which is really neat. That adds an extra touch, which is awesome. And this figure is loaded with accessories, most of which are on the figure right now, but some of which I never got to use, and I will gripe about these two accessories right now. As you see, there's an extra hand and an extra blade. There's like a little sword in here. And, actually, I'll go ahead and... No, I won't do that. But, it's, just the normal sword that you get with pretty much any Predator nowadays. And, it's a nice accessory to have, but he can only hold it in his left hand with this. Now, here's my issue with this. You see how that hand's all normal looking and everything? The entire right side of his entire right side is covered in blood. This hand right here adds so much aesthetic to it because that hand's covered in blood. Makes it look so much awesome. I wish this hand was covered in blood. Honestly, I'm never going to use that other hand because it's not covered in blood and it would break the flow. I really wish that he came with an actual hand to hold the sword for his left hand because that would make more sense, I think. He also comes with this dreadlock that he stole from Predators. There's not really anywhere to put it, so I've been sticking it right there. There you go, in the belt. Let me just go ahead and show off the rest of his accessories real quick. He comes with 2 severed heads, and you see that's all blood soaked. And on the back of these severed heads, yeah, really gross. Now you may be saying, oh, those look very, very, very cartoony. Again, this is based off the Dark Horse comic book. That's the way they're supposed to look. I saw one review where somebody was complaining about this. And they said that it wasn't realistic and it detracted from the figure. Well, it's not supposed to be realistic. It's supposed to be comic booky. So, yeah, do your research. Also, you get these extra skulls right here, which you have to apply on. And they are a bitch to get on. It feels like you're going to break the daggum figure, so be very careful with this. You want to poke this up under here. It's very complicated. There's tons of guides out there if you want to see it. Now onto the actual figure himself. The face sculpt is really, really awesome. I really like it. I really do. And yeah, I love how he's just all soaked with blood here. I love that he gave him a fucking nipple ring. That is just so crazy. He's got an eyebrow ring. And, oh, one accessory I forgot. His harpoon on the back. Now, unfortunately, my holster for the harpoon broke. And this has been happening to quite a few people. And pretty much, say, 1 out of every 4 reviews that I've seen out of this, and I've seen about 8. So, 2 other reviews that I've seen, that's broken on. So, that's pretty sad that's, that common of an issue, and it's not misused. So you're supposed to put this in here, bam, I just put the tip of it cracked. So that was pretty disheartening, and honestly, that detracts from the figure a little bit for me. But, hey, that's okay. So once you get it in there, it works just fine. And like I said, it's on the back, so it's not that big of an issue, but I'm always going to know it's there, and it's always going to bog me down. But, well, there went his harpoon. Onto his shoulder right here, we got a whole skull of a Predator, which looks absolutely sick. That is really cool. And he also has I'm going to say that's a spinal column, and he also has some weird spinal column from some alien creature there, which is really cool. His knee pads are actually skulls, which is pretty fucking awesome. And he has some more spinal columns on his actual ankles, so that's really cool. And of course, his color scheme is the Dark Horse color scheme as we talked about in the Enforcer Predator. So, yeah, that's really cool. Now, here's the biggest downside for me, and this is why I'm not going to say this is the best Predator figure they've ever made, and it's not my favorite in the wave, but it's a really good figure. It's the arms. And they don't go in far enough at all. And they don't go out that far either, so he's constantly in like a 3D modeling pose. You know? It's like when you bring in a new 3D model and it's just got the arms spread out like that. That's what it looks like. And it just looks really, really weird to me. Now, I've been able to get around it by moving the elbow joints and stuff like that, but that's just really bad to me. I think that's a negative. I really do. But I think they offset it with adding all the extra accessories, which is really cool. But like I said, I really wish this hand was covered in blood because I want to pose him with a sword. I really do, you know. But that's not covered in blood. And they didn't include the hand for that side, so yeah, that really sucks. And I'm not even going to try and pop on the other hand from the Enforcer like Outside the Box Reviews did, because these hand pegs are so really, really bad. I don't know what's... Oh, well, I know what the issue is. And here, I'll take one off right now. Look, see, it popped off really, really easily. And, you know, of course you wanted to pop off easy, but that was way too easy. And the problem is, this ball joint sinks in too far. And most of the times it gets really loose and it shifts back and forth when you're trying to put the ball peg on. And it doesn't allow itself to go on tight enough. And it's really, really bad that it does that. And it's with every single one of these new Predators. But you can wedge it on there and it works. But it's... I don't know, that's an issue with all these. And I don't know what the problem... You know, why did... I guess what I'm trying to say is, why is it only with these figures? You know, I've had interchangeable hands on plenty of NECA figures before, and they've never worked like that. I don't know. It's like the hole for the peg inside the arm is too deep in all of these. So, once you take it out of